Who was the real-life Dracula? The answer lies in the chilling tale of Vlad III, born in the 1430s in what is now known as Transylvania, Romania. This land, steeped in mystery and folklore, was the cradle that nurtured a child who would leave an indelible mark on history. A child named Vlad, born into the tumultuous world of 15th century Europe, a time of conflict and power struggles. Vlad III was not only a product of his birthplace, but also of his era. The political climate of the region was volatile, with Wallachia, the land he would rule, caught in the crossfire between the mighty Ottoman Empire and the Kingdom of Hungary. The stage was set for a ruler who would be as ruthless as he was cunning, as feared as he was respected. Little did the world know this child would grow up to become one of the most feared rulers in history, Vlad the Impaler. Vlad III ascended to rule over Wallachia, a region fraught with conflict and under the constant threat of the Ottoman Empire. This was a time when the world was a battlefield, and Vlad was at its center, wielding power with an iron fist and a chilling disregard for human life. Vlad was not a man to sit idly by while his land was under siege. His resistance against the Ottoman Empire was fierce and unyielding. He was a military tactician, a ruthless leader driven by a deep-seated desire to protect his realm. But his methods were far from conventional. They were gruesome, terrifying, and designed to instill fear in the hearts of his enemies. Vlad's cruelty was not just a character flaw, but a weapon. He wielded it with precision, using it to break the spirits of those who dared oppose him. His favorite method of execution was impalement, a slow and agonizing death that served as a stark warning to his adversaries. He would line the roads with rows upon rows of impaled victims, a grisly spectacle that would greet any invading forces. The sight was enough to make even the most hardened warrior think twice before crossing paths with Vlad. His brutality was not confined to the battlefield. He showed no mercy even to his own nobles. Legend has it that he once impaled thousands of his own nobles at a single banquet, an act of shocking cruelty that cemented his ruthless reputation. Vlad's reign was not just about violence and bloodshed. It was a calculated campaign of psychological warfare. His atrocities were designed to create an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty, to discourage invaders and make them think twice before setting foot on his lands. His reign was marked by a chilling display of power and brutality, earning him the infamous nickname, the Impaler. The man known as Vlad the Impaler would become the inspiration for one of literature's most enduring characters, Count Dracula. This connection was not a mere coincidence, but the result of meticulous research and creative interpretation by author Bram Stoker. Stoker stumbled upon the story of Vlad while researching European folklore for his novel in the late 19th century. The Irish novelist was captivated by the tales of Vlad's infamous cruelty and his preferred method of execution, impalement. The name Dracula itself was derived from Vlad's patronymic, Dracul, which in Romanian translates to dragon or devil. This name, laden with ominous connotations, was a perfect fit for Stoker's bloodthirsty antagonist. Stoker's Count Dracula was a sophisticated aristocratic figure with a dark secret, echoing Vlad's own noble status. The novel's setting, the gloomy and remote Transylvanian castle, also mirrored Vlad's home in Wallachia. However, Stoker took creative liberties, transforming Vlad's brutal tyranny into a supernatural horror. The character of Count Dracula, the nocturnal, immortal creature who feeds on the blood of the living, was a stark departure from the historical figure of Vlad. Yet, there are undeniable parallels. Both figures instilled fear and commanded power. Both were associated with death and violence, and both left a lasting legacy that continues to captivate and horrify. Stoker's Dracula was not just a terrifying character, but a symbol, representing the fears and anxieties of his era. He was the embodiment of the unknown, the foreign, and the dangerous. Just as Vlad used fear to maintain control during his reign, Stoker's Count Dracula used fear to dominate his victims. The story of Vlad the Impaler and the legend of Count Dracula are forever intertwined. The real-life atrocities committed by Vlad became the foundation for a myth that has transcended cultures and stood the test of time. It is a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring fascination with the darker aspects of human nature. Count Dracula, the immortal vampire, was born out of the very real and very mortal deeds of Vlad the Impaler. Vlad's reign remains a subject of fascination and debate, with views on his legacy sharply divided. Even after 5 centuries, the shadow of Vlad the Impaler looms large over the annals of Romanian history, casting a pall of dread and fascination. To some, Vlad is revered as a national hero, a bulwark against the encroaching Ottoman Empire. His fierce resistance, his refusal to bend the knee has led many to hail him as a symbol of resilience, a beacon of defiance in a time of overwhelming adversity. His brutal methods, they argue, were necessary evils in a brutal age, a stark warning to any who dared threaten his realm. Yet there are others who see Vlad in a markedly different light. To them, he is a sadistic tyrant, a man whose cruelty knew no bounds. His favored method of execution, impalement on long, sharp stakes, has earned him a place in the annals of history as one of its most gruesome figures. The tales of his atrocities, from impaling thousands of Ottoman soldiers to executing his own nobles, paint a chilling portrait of a man driven by bloodlust and a lust for power. This dichotomy, this tug-of-war between hero and villain, has left an indelible mark on Romanian history. Even today, the figure of Vlad the Impaler continues to haunt the collective consciousness, a chilling reminder of the depths human cruelty can sink to. But perhaps that's what makes Vlad's legacy so enduring. He's a figure shrouded in a cloak of mystery and dread, a man who walked the line between fact and fiction. His story, as gruesome as it is captivating, continues to echo through the ages, a testament to the power of history and the enduring allure of the macabre. Whether hero or villain, Vlad the Impaler's story continues to captivate us, a chilling reminder of the thin line between fact and fiction.